everyone. For this express class, we will be focusing on heart openers and backbending. We will begin on our bellies. Just for a short little grounding in the very beginning. So as you come onto your belly, stack one hand on top of the other and rest the forehead down on the hands. Let the toes turn in and the heels fall out to the sides. The legs might come a little bit wider apart. And just for a few moments, really try to allow yourself to be heavy into the mat beneath you. Try to let go of pressing down into the floor or holding yourself up at all. Instead, just allow the body to expand outwards and down into the floor. Begin to find your breath with each inhale, feeling the belly expand and press down into the floor beneath you. From that action of the belly pressing down, the back of the body can rise and lift. Each exhale, feel the back of the body fall and the front of the body draw in and up. Breathing just like that, inhaling to feel both the front and back body expand away from the center of the body. And with each exhale, feeling the body contract and empty back in towards that center. Allow yourself to become just a little bit heavier, a little softer. From this space, begin to guide and set an intention for this practice. Whether it be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Whatever it is bringing you to your mat right now, use that to guide your intention. And then seal that intention in, breathe life into it by taking a deep breath in through the nose. And a long breath out through the mouth. Deep inhale, long exhale. And here, bend the knees and just windshield wiper them back and forth, side to side. Maybe find a few circles through the heels, clockwise and counterclockwise. Just kind of shaking out some tension that might be in the low back. Then re-extend the legs back behind you and extend your right arm out to the right. And flip the palm up towards the ceiling so the thumb is pointing behind you. Brace yourself with your left hand and begin to roll onto your right shoulder, only as much as feels comfortable for you. Try to allow the head and neck to stay heavy. Maybe place a blanket or block underneath of the side of the face. You can stay right here, or you might find that you have more room in your shoulders and you might take the left arm behind the back in a half bind. Or maybe even interlace fingers together. I like to drop my left foot back behind for a little extra support. But try to remain heavy and soft here, letting your body weight gradually open across the chest and into the right shoulder, the right side of the chest. Still feel that expansion with your inhale and that contraction with your exhale. Take a few more breaths. And gently begin to come back to center. And from here, extend the left arm out to the left, flip the palm, brace yourself with your right hand as you roll to the left, only as much as feels okay for you. The right foot might drop back behind. Again, you can leave the right hand where it was, or you can take it behind the back or interlace fingers. Try to remain heavy and soft here. Maybe even close the eyes and just focus on the sensation of the shoulders, the chest, the collarbones. Take a few more breaths. As you inhale, gently release, come back to center. And here, bring the legs within the frame of the hips. Take the hands underneath of the shoulders. And as you inhale, gently lift into a cobra pose. Draw the belly in and up. Then begin to look over the right shoulder. And take a breath in. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to lift, drawing back through the toes, back through the tail. Maybe look over the left shoulder. Good. Gently lower down. One more time, inhale to lift. And keep lifting all the way to up dog. And here, just kind of move the hips side to side. And swinging the lower body in your up dog a little. And as you exhale, lifting up and back to downward facing dog. Maybe you pedal through the legs, maybe you shake the head and neck side to side or move through the arms. Just getting rid of any tension that you can in this first down dog through any movement that you might wish to find, or you can come into stillness instead. And as you inhale, bend the knees, and as you exhale, step or hop the feet. Inhaling to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold forward. Inhaling to rise to the top, the arms reach. Exhale the hands to heart center. And on your next inhale, reach the arms overhead and interlace fingers, steeple the pointer fingers up. As you exhale, reach up and over to the right. Inhale to center and exhale to the left. Inhale to center, exhale right. Inhale, exhale left. Inhale to center, and here either keep the arms overhead or take the hands to the hips and low back. We begin to lengthen the tailbone down and lift the heart up, finding a gentle standing back bend. Try to keep the knees a little soft, resisting the urge to lock out the legs. Take a breath in, a breath out. So you inhale, bring the torso back to center and sink the hips back, lengthen the tailbone down, find chair pose. And inhale here. As you exhale, bring the belly to the thighs and sweep the arms behind you. And inhale to lift the torso, lift the arms. Exhale to lean forward, sweep back. Inhale to lift. Exhale to sweep. Inhale. Exhale to sweep. This time, interlace the fingers behind you or grab opposite elbows. Draw the heart forward, the shoulders back, sit a little deeper. And then begin to fold into the legs. Maybe moving the arms side to side and forwards and backwards, kind of bringing out the shoulders. Very similar opening in the shoulders that we found in the very beginning, laying down. Inhale, lengthens the spine. Exhale to release the hands and fold. Inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, step back to a high plank. Deep breath in here. As you exhale, roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Drop your left foot back behind it and find wild thing pose. Lift the hips, lift the heart. Deep breath in. Breath out. As you inhale, take your left hand down and swoop your left leg in and underneath of the right. Pivot open to fallen triangle. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhaling back to plank. Breath in. And as you exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, lifts the heart, cobra or up dog. Exhale, up and back to down dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. As you inhale, step the right foot forward between the hands, drop the back knee down. Begin to work both hands to the inside of the front foot, wiggling the right foot out a little wider for a lizard pose variation. Now you're welcome to stay here, or you may roll onto the outer edge of the front foot, letting the knee fall open. Just ensure you stay active in that foot and ankle if you do. You might stay here, or maybe the right hand comes to the right knee to start to twist. Maybe lift the back knee up off of the floor and reach back for the left foot or ankle with your right hand. If you do, keep the heart open, but start to lean forward to draw the heel towards the seat. Finding some release in our quadriceps, the tops of our thighs, is really important when we're working for bending backwards and lengthening the entire front side of the body. Deep inhale. Exhale. Gently release the left foot down if you have it. Lift the back knee off the floor and just begin to shift your weight forwards and backwards. Maybe even kind of go in a circular motion, clockwise and counterclockwise on the ball of the back foot. Deep breath in. As you exhale, straighten the front leg and fold forward over top of it. Blocks under the hands is always a good choice here if you need. Deep breath in and out. As you inhale, step the left foot forward to meet the right. Take the feet together to touch. And begin to drop the hips down, lifting the heels up, finding a toe balance. So here, either keep the hands on the floor, or maybe you take the hands up to the thighs. Maybe you take the hands to the heart. Or maybe you find goalpost arms and lift the heart up. Squeeze the thighs together for balance and support here. Deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, take the hands down. Bring the seat all the way down to the floor. Take the hands back behind you. Bend the knees or keep them straight. And as you inhale, begin to lift the hips into either a reverse tabletop or reverse plank with the legs straight. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale, lowers the hips down. Inhale here. Exhale to lift, either reverse plank or table. Deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Good. Here, cross at the shins. Work to find your way into a forward fold at the top of the mat. Maybe you grab opposite elbows and just hang passive and heavy here for a moment. Inhale, lengthens the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up to stand. Interlace the fingers at the top, steeple the pointer fingers up. As you exhale, reach up and over to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale right. Inhale to center again. Either keep the hands as they are or take them to the low back as you find a standing back bend. Draw the tail down as the heart lifts up, lifting in and up through the belly and pelvic floor to support the spine as you lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the torso up and begin to sink the hips back, finding chair pose. Inhale here. Exhale, brings the belly to the thighs, the arms sweep back. Inhale, lifts the torso. Exhale to sweep. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, pause here. Maybe you interlace fingers with the opposite thumb on top. Draw the heart forward, the shoulders back, and then begin to fold into the legs, maybe moving the arms side to side, forwards and backwards. Inhale, lengthens the spine. As you exhale, release the hands and step back to plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale into the outer edge of the left foot. Drop your right foot back behind for wild thing pose. Good. Lift the hips, lift the heart. Deep breath in. Breath out. Gently take the right hand down, swoop your right leg in and through, find fallen triangle pose. Deep breath in, breath out. Inhaling to your plank, and as you exhale, lowering halfway. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale, lifts the hips up and back. Deep breath in. Breath out. Next inhale, steps the left foot forward, drop the back knee down. Wiggle your left foot a little wider to the left so both hands can come to the inside for lizard pose. Now again, you can stay right here, or maybe you roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Maybe you take the left hand to the left thigh to start to twist to the left. Maybe you even reach back to grab a hold of your back right foot. Again, if you do, lean back some to lift the heart, but at the same rate, draw the heel towards the seat to really find some length and release in that right quadricep. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in here. And then as you exhale, release the right hand back behind you. Take both hands to the inside. Lift the back knee off of the floor here. And then again, start to move forward and backwards. Maybe you find some circular movements, clockwise and counterclockwise, just working into the front of the right hip. Got a deep breath in and out. As you're ready, begin to straighten the front left leg, folding forward over top of it. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. And one more breath. On your next inhale, bend into the front knee. Step your right foot forward to meet your left. Bring the feet together. Begin to drop the hips down. Lift the heels up. Again, finding that toe stand, toe balance. So either staying low or maybe walking the hands back. And maybe you take the hands to the thighs, to the heart. Maybe you find those cactus arms again to lean back and lift the heart up. Really squeezing the thighs together for support as you balance. Drawing in through the belly for support as you balance. Deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Gently work to lower the seat down to the floor. Take the hands back behind you, preparing for 2 rounds of reverse plank or table. As you inhale, begin to press down to lift. Full breath out here. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, lowers the hips down. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, press down to lift one more time. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Inhale and exhale. Gently lower the hips down. Begin to cross at the shins, coming forward to your standing forward fold. Again, maybe you grab onto opposite elbows, Sway side to side. Let the head and neck be heavy here. Let the spine be long in a passive way, not necessarily pulling yourself forward so much. Just letting yourself dangle. Inhale, lengthens the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up, the arms reach. Exhale, the hands to the heart. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Next inhale reaches the arms back overhead. Exhale to fold all the way down. Inhale, lengthens the spine. As you exhale, drop the hands down, step back to plank, and then drop the knees to table. And here in your table, drop the belly, lift the heart, finding cow. Exhale to round the spine into cat pose. Inhale, drops the belly. Exhale to round the spine. One more time, inhale and exhale. So you inhale, find a neutral spine and keep your hips lifted over top of the knees, but walk the hands forward, dropping the chest and forehead down to heart opening pose, Anahatasana, sometimes called puppy pose as well. Breathe here into the shoulders and into the upper back. On your next inhale, walk the hands in and drop your forearms down to the mat. Keep the elbows parallel to one another within the frame of the shoulders. Grip into all 10 fingers and begin to tuck the toes under to lift the hips. If your shoulders are a little tighter, you might find that interlacing your fingers together is helpful for you here. If you can't be here without the elbows winging out too wide, then you'll want to interlace the fingers to keep the elbows within the frame of the shoulders. Finding a sense of strength into the upper back and shoulders here. You'll find some ease in the head and neck and in the jawline. Stay with your breath. Take a few more breaths here. As you inhale, look forward and walk the feet back, coming into a forearm plank. A deep breath in. And as you exhale, find a side plank on your right side. Drop your left foot back behind, finding a forearm wild thing here. Deep breath in. Breath out. Take your left forearm back down. Find the same thing on the left side. Outer edge of the left foot. The right foot drops behind. Forearm wild thing pose. Good. Come back to center. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, walk the feet in, returning to dolphin pose. Take 3 more breaths here. Your next inhale, drop the knees down to the floor. Begin to rise up onto the shins. Setting up for camel pose, use Strasana here. We'll find this 3 times. So take the hands to the low back, much like we did when we were standing. Lengthen the tailbone down, lift the heart up. You can stay right here or begin to drop back. Maybe you keep your hands on the low back the entire time. Maybe you reach one hand down for an ankle or a heel, or maybe both hands down. Maybe you reach for blocks. If going further down than this is part of your practice and you feel warm enough to do so, you're welcome to that as well, and those options. Stay with the breath. Good. On your next inhale, come up evenly the way that you came in. Lengthen the tailbone back as you sit back on the heels. Take the hands into the lap and close the eyes. Here, take a deep breath in through the nose. Gently sigh it out through the mouth. Inhale. Sigh it out. Once more. Exhale. As you're ready, come back up onto the shins for a second set. Finding length down through the tailbone, up through the heart as you inhale. Exhaling to start to drop back. Only going as far as you feel comfortable here. One more breath. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to sit back. Bring the hands into the lap. Close the eyes. Find 3 full breaths in and out here once again. Good. Last set of camel pose, rising back up onto the shins. Finding length as you inhale. As you're ready, beginning to drop back. Keep drawing in and up through the low belly and pelvic floor here for support. Make sure that wherever you are that you can breathe there, especially making sure you're not cutting off your throat by dropping the head back too far or keeping it up too high. One more breath. Gently rise back up. Sit back, lengthen the spine. Find 3 breaths. Gently come forward onto the hands and knees. And here, just begin to find some hip circles through the hips, maybe coming into some cat and cow in the spine as well as you do so, but finding that cat and cow very subtly at first. Trying not to counter stretch the spine too extremely right away. Few more, maybe making those motions on the spine a little bit more exaggerated here. And keeping the hips lifted over top of the knees, walk the hands forward, return to puppy pose. And then from here, begin to walk the hands in and press the hips back towards the heels, finding child's pose. And we'll take rest here. If you'd rather be in a different shape of the body, like Shavasana or seated or somewhere else that's comfortable for you, feel free. Child's pose is a good option here since it gives us a nice gentle counter stretch of the opening in the spine we just found. Finding gentle flexion to balance out the extension. And just like in the very beginning of this practice, as you inhale, feel both the front and back body expand away from the very center of the body. As you exhale, feel both sides of the body contract and pull in towards the center. And find rest. Even if it's only for a moment or a minute, finding balance to all the effort with some ease. into open movement with some stillness. Feel free to stay here for as long as you'd like. But as you're ready, coming out of your child's pose, maybe keeping the eyes closed and circling the hips and finding cat and cow through the spine a few more times. Again, feeling free to still be in child's pose if you need. But as you are ready, allowing the hands to come to the heart from wherever you are, whether it's in child's pose or seated. Take a moment to find a sense of gratitude for yourself for making time to practice. And I just wanted to extend my own gratitude towards you for making this time to practice and sharing it with me. I hope that you can carry any benefits you may have from this practice for however long you may need them. And until I see you and you see me on your mat again, namaste.